The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Got a man, it's hooked. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both.
There he goes! He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Wants to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. It's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking for room. It's Dillon. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
And the Tigers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Makes the grab, it's Barnes.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force...
Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Dropping back, it's Stewart. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are first and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The RPO, it's complete. The Tide will get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. With the catch, it's Traore. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Hauls it in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Behind the chains now on second and long. wants to throw again. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He might want another play. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
And I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football on the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
Snap in the shotgun. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw at Stewart. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Cruz. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they've got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Grab behind the line. It's Carter. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's so important to start the second half with a lot of momentum. You call a nice shot play early. The quarterback dialed in, finds the open target, throws a strike. Nice way to build some confidence early here in the second half.
Looking for a gap. It's Berry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. He'll keep it himself. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And those are some serious wheels for this Tiger quarterback, positively Nick Marshall-esque.
Yeah, and you think about Nick Marshall and that run to the national championship game. Man, they ran the football some more. His dynamic ability at the quarterback spot. All Auburn offenses that have been great have had that guy at the quarterback spot.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Off the RPO, complete. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Looking for more room. The 20. Touchdown, Bama! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Scanning the field, it's Stewart. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And this offense has got to pick their spots, right? Like, you got to use the sideline if you can, get the big plays and get the first downs. Be very smart here down the stretch of this game, maximizing yards, but maximizing time.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Go straight ahead. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Tigers! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Traore. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Throws to the tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Working on the right. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense to score one late.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Pulls it in. It's Phillips. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Touchdown time! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring a touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Stewart. The sure hands, it's Carter. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Cruz. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And if you're on defense now, you know what's coming next. They're going to be throwing the ball down into the end zone. A field goal does them no good. You've got to have something lined up on the back end. Get some guys that can swat this football away.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. And it's incomplete, and the final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over. The latest edition of this in-state passion play is bathed in crimson as Alabama rolls to victory over Auburn in the Iron Bowl. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.